Hey everybody, welcome back to the Hawk Mock Moto Vlog. I'm Jeff, aka Sasquatch, and if you're new, welcome. If you're returning, thanks for coming back. So, we're on our ride to work this morning, and it is a balmy 40 degrees out. We got our trusty old mechanics gloves on with our leather jacket, but that's not what this is about. So we haven't really shot a moto vlog since, I don't know, sometime in 2022, and there's a reason why. We're going to go over it quick. So, first and foremost, life got in the way. And then some issues happened with the old Grandpa Glide. And I gotta say, damn does it feel good to be back on my own bike and back out riding again. So, you may ask, well, what happened to Grandpa Glide? So, we were able to, over the winter, go through our local independent shop that we use, Plimpton Cycle, and got two fresh new Michelin Commander 3s, which barely have any mileage on them. I'll give a review, maybe, sort of, kind of, I don't know, when I get some more mileage on them. And it's May when we're shooting this, and you're going to find out why in a minute here, and why it's taken so long. We also had a rear enforcer style wheel put on the back, looks great. We also were able to add the Custom Dynamics fog lights. Now, I went with the amber lenses on them, or yellow, I should say. There was like a $10 upcharge. I talked to a few people I know and did way more research than I care to. I just want to say, I have my cruise control set to 80 miles an hour right now on this bike. 80. And this road that I'm on, that is an undisclosed location in Mexico, my God, people, like, they have to do like 100, or you're going too slow. I love waving at truck drivers. You know, I gotta put a smile on their face. They're good dudes. They got a hard job. So, I digress. We got two tires put on, Michelin Commander 3s, the rear rim, and the Custom Dynamics lights with the yellow inserts. Now, there's nobody really talking about this, but I'm going to just throw it out there. So when you go to checkout and you buy the yellow inserts, it doesn't come in. It comes separate. So you still get a clear light, just you have to put in yellow lenses, which is not a big deal. And it's nice because if I ever want to go back to a clear lens or whatever, I can always do that. So the reason I went yellow is I talked to some people and learned way more about lighting than I ever cared to admit, but it was definitely a good experience to learn. So why are we shooting a video in May and not April or anything like that? Well, we got the bike back and I went to go ride it home. We had a beautiful week a couple weeks ago, all in like the high 70s, low 80s, which is beautiful riding weather here. And, well, the good old Rockford Fosgate started flashing at me and said, warning, high voltage. I was like, what the hell is that? Turns out, so I pulled over, called Plimpton, just to run it by Brandon, because I had just had the lights put on. I didn't know, is it something because the lights are tripping it, or, you know, what's going on? And he goes, no, it sounds like a bad voltage regulator. Could happen, you know, anything could happen. I'm like, okay. He's like, dude, do it yourself. It's 2 bolts, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay. So I do it. And so we go through, we get it. And I didn't do a video on it because, well, it's like 2 bolts, and there's a bunch of good videos on YouTube here about how to do it. So next part of it is go take it for a little test ride, and no bueno. Like, what the hell is going on? So, turns out it's the stator. So I call, when I talked to Plimpton, I said, hey, well, when can I schedule it to come in? Like, I'll do the voltage regulator, but just in case it's something, I don't want to say super major, but, you know, out of my wheelhouse. Yeah, I can't catch it until May. Okay, beginning of May, end of May, middle of May. He goes like middle-ish end. I was like, okay. I was like, well, pencil me in. So I did the voltage regulator, didn't fix my situation. So I call a good buddy of mine, Mr. Rob, who I will link down in the comments, or attempt to. He is going to be starting up a YouTube channel. He's actually the guy, and he's a good friend of mine, who bought my 2007 Dyna Superglide, which I hope to get back on the channel. Maybe I'll let him take out the good old Grandpa Glide and I'll hop on my old Dyna for a little bit of a shakedown run someday, if you will. So I ended up talking to Rob. And he's like, yeah, dude, the stator's not a huge deal. It's this. So we ended up going to Precision Harley in Rhode Island. They had a stator in stock, which was like $206. And I bought it. And then I bought the whole gasket kit for the inner primary, outer primary, because all that crap has to come off. And there's videos about how to do that. Me and Rob were actually joking afterwards that we totally should have recorded something, but we didn't. So we replaced the stator on Saturday, which is the Saturday of Mother's Day weekend. This is actually Monday morning when I'm shooting this. And so everything seems to be good as gold. Everything's running great, feeling great. I'm in 6th, running about 3,000 RPMs at 80 miles an hour. I couldn't be happier. So all these little mechanical gremlins plagued us in the beginning of the season. And it's been tough, I'm not going to lie. I see, all the cycle fanatics, the owner one, TJ Steph, Pete, 508 Knucklehead, Bikes, Beers, and Brews, Ben up on the North Shore. All these guys are out riding, and I'm sitting here like, I can't get my damn bike to go. But I do really want to give a shout out to my buddy Rob. Thank you a million times over, dude. I've known this guy for well over a decade. We're trying to figure out how long. I think I met him in like 2008. And he, excellent guy, excellent friend, excellent mechanic. Didn't just like do it. And I want to preface this. He helped me take it apart, and I had his knowledge and his help, and he has a bunch of snap-on tools. And he was like, all right, I'm going to show you how to take it apart, what we're doing, what we're looking for, and blah, blah, blah. By the way, you're putting this back together. And from a learning standpoint, I got to say, that is one of the most heartwarming things ever. Because I learned, and learning is the key to everything. And this is going to tie into the kind of the point of the video. Right here, I know you guys see this tag. It says, live like Luke. And Luke was my best friend growing up, passed away of cancer. When we were 27, 6, 7, God, time meshes all together. We were best friends for, God, we became friends at 3 and we did everything together. And one of the dearest memories I have of him is one of his last, if not last, motorcycle ride. I had my dyno, which Rob bought, like I said. And we ended up riding all the way out to the Cape, out to P-Town. We were supposed to ride somewhere else. And we snapped a photo together, and that photo means damn near the world to me. The other photo that means damn near the world to me is when I had a Sportster and a Road King. We took a picture of the both of us. A girl I was seeing at the time took the photo of us, and it hits me in the heart, hits me in the feels. So Luke's mantra at the end was never stop learning. And this weekend, it was kind of one of those things where I was terrified to rip into this, and I don't know why, but I just was. But I had a good buddy's guidance and help to kind of go through this step by step. We had the service manual, which helps, but we were also able to talk about stuff and do stuff, and that made quite a bit of difference. So, what to expect from the Grandpa Glide this year? Is this like a wannabe cop car? Yep. Guys, that is, I'm going to go where I have to deviate from the subject. That aggravates the crap out of me. Dude's got a Dodge Charger that was an old cop car, and I'm going 80. And I just briefly thought in my head for a second when I saw the good old boy there coming up behind me, I'm like, is this guy really going to pull me over at, 6:25 on a Monday morning? I really hope not. I really hope not. And he didn't. But it's like, dude, why make a car look like a cop car so people move out of your way? Like, come on, dude. So anyway, plans for this year and some things. So we got the Commander 3s. We want to do a good review on that. We got the Custom Dynamics lights. We want to do a review on those because we really couldn't find any except for TJ's, which was excellent. Shout out to the ornery one for that video. That it really helped. Some other things. So we actually redid our saddlebag configuration, and we want to shoot a video solely on that. And we bought some new goodies, some new tools, some new toys, and we kind of want to go over why we got what we got and why we did what we did. So, sorry for a little bit of a long-winded video this morning, everybody. It feels good to get back behind the bars, back in the camera, shoot the video. So, I want to say thank you to everybody that's stayed hanging on and doing this with me. It means a lot. One big thing is I want to start doing those ride videos, and I know that they're not super popular, and I sped them up and whatever. But I got a couple of viewers that I personally know that are going through things or going to be going through some things, and it's going to be a way to capture the road. And one thing that I heard from two of the individuals was, one of the great things about watching you moto vlog, and not just me but all moto vloggers, is you feel like you're riding. And whether it's the Kangamangas, which we're going to be trying to go to Laconia, guys, Kangamangas, or 106 like we did last year. We want to do 123. We want to do 140. We want to do a bunch of these roads. And for a brief lapse in time, it gets you away from everything going on. And you're in that moment of what I'm doing right now, and that's just riding. So, like I said, we've got some stuff coming up this year. We're super excited. We're super pumped. I want to say thank you to everybody again who subscribed, who liked, who drops comments down below. It means everything. And everybody, I want to tell you what we used to say. Keep the rubber down, the shiny up, and we'll talk to you real soon. Bye.